what if the same mindset that once conquered Europe is the same mindset now trying to conquer space? At first, it sounds impossible to compare a 19th century emperor to a modern tech billionaire. One lived in a world of swords, cannons, and battlefield strategy. The other operates in a world of rockets, artificial intelligence, and electric cars. But when you strip everything down, the technology, the time period, the environment, what you're left with is something much more powerful: the human mind. Because the truth is, history isn't really about events, it's about people. And people don't change as much as we think. That's why the story of Napoleon Bonaparte feels strangely familiar when you compare it to the rise of Elon Musk. Both started in situations where success wasn't guaranteed. Napoleon wasn't born into power. He wasn't supposed to become emperor. He came from a relatively modest background, an outsider in a country that valued status and tradition. But what he had, something far more dangerous than privilege, was belief. Not normal confidence, but a deep, almost unshakable conviction that he could shape the world around him. And that belief changed everything. During the chaos of the French Revolution, when most people were trying to survive, Napoleon saw opportunity. Where others hesitated, he moved. Where others followed the rules, he broke them. He studied warfare obsessively, understanding not just how battles were fought, but how they could be changed. He didn't just want to win, he wanted to dominate. And for a time, he did exactly that. He rose through the ranks at an almost impossible speed, turning himself into one of the most powerful military leaders in history. His strategies were different, faster, more aggressive. He attacked where enemies didn't expect. He moved troops in ways that seemed impossible. He controlled the battlefield like a game of chess, always thinking several steps ahead. And slowly, victory after victory, he built something that hadn't existed before, a European empire under his control. Now fast forward over 200 years. The battlefield looks different. There are no soldiers, no cannons, no cavalry charges, but the competition is still there. The stakes are still massive. And the mindset? Almost identical. Elon Musk didn't follow a traditional path either. He didn't settle for safe success. Instead, he went after problems most people considered impossible. When he started SpaceX, private space companies were seen as unrealistic. Space was controlled by governments, and the cost of failure was enormous. But Musk didn't see limits the same way others did. He saw a system that could be changed. And just like Napoleon, he moved fast. He took massive risks. At one point, SpaceX was on the edge of collapse. Multiple rocket launches failed. Money was running out. Most people in that position would have stopped, walked away, protected what they had left. But he didn't. He kept going. And eventually, success came. SpaceX became one of the most advanced space companies in the world, changing how rockets are built and launched. Reusable rockets, something that once sounded impossible, became real. Then there's Tesla. Before Tesla, electric cars were seen as slow, boring, and impractical. The auto industry had already decided what the future looked like, and electric vehicles weren't part of it. But again, Musk ignored that. He pushed forward anyway, invested everything, faced constant doubt, criticism, and near failure. And once again, it worked. Tesla didn't just succeed, it forced the entire automotive industry to change. Now, here's where things get interesting. Because at a certain point, the traits that create success start to shift. Confidence becomes overconfidence, ambition becomes overreach, momentum becomes pressure. And this is exactly what happened to Napoleon. At the height of his power, he believed he couldn't lose. His past victories reinforced that belief. Every risk he took had paid off. Every bold move had brought him closer to total domination. So he made one more decision. He invaded Russia. On the surface, it looked like just another strategic move, another step toward expanding his empire. But this time, something was different. The scale was too large, the distance too great, the conditions too extreme. The Russian winter wasn't something strategy alone could overcome. Supply lines broke down, Soldiers froze, resources disappeared. What started as a powerful advance turned into a catastrophic retreat. And just like that, everything began to fall apart. The empire weakened, enemies regrouped, and the man who once seemed unstoppable was defeated. This is the part of history that often gets overlooked. Napoleon didn't fail because he lacked intelligence or skill. He failed because he went too far. Now think about that in a modern context. Today, Elon Musk is pushing into areas that are just as ambitious, maybe even more. Colonizing Mars, developing artificial intelligence, building brain-computer interfaces, creating global satellite networks. These are not small goals, they are world-changing. But they also come with massive uncertainty, because the bigger the vision, the bigger the risk. And that raises a question that doesn't have an easy answer. Where is the line between genius and overreach? Because history shows us that the same mindset that leads to extraordinary success can also lead to extraordinary failure. Without ambition, nothing changes. Without risk, progress slows. But without limits, everything can collapse. Napoleon believed in himself so strongly that he stopped seeing the possibility of failure. And that belief, the very thing that made him powerful, also made him vulnerable. And now we're watching a modern version of that same mindset play out in real time. The difference is, this story hasn't ended yet. Maybe Elon Musk will succeed beyond anything we've ever seen. Maybe humanity will reach Mars. Maybe technology will advance in ways we can't even imagine. Or maybe he'll face the same challenge that every ambitious person eventually faces, knowing when to stop. Because building something great is one thing, but controlling how far you push it, that's something even history's greatest figures have struggled with. And that's why the connection between Napoleon and Elon Musk matters. It's not about comparing war to technology. It's about understanding a pattern, a mindset that appears again and again throughout history. The belief that limits are meant to be broken. Sometimes that belief changes the world, and sometimes it breaks the person who believes it. So the real question isn't whether ambition is good or bad. The real question is, how far is too far? Because somewhere between genius and downfall, there's a line, and history has shown us it's very easy to cross it.
Follow for more videos like this.